Hi everybody, it's Judy. Okay, this dance is called Simply Amore, Italiano. It's a 32 count, two wall, absolute beginner. Choreographer is Susie G, and the music is Un Amore Italiano by Bruno Ferrara. There are no tags, there are no restarts. This will be a full teach. This dance will introduce a jazz box, all right? So weight is on your left foot. You're just going to cross your right over your left, and don't cross way over here. You're crossing more, stepping more in front. Cross and point your left out. And then step your left in front of your right, cross and point your right out to the right. Right? So that's your first four counts. Weight's on your left foot. So it's cross, point, cross, point. The counts on that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a jazz box with a 1/8 turn. So the jazz box is half of a box, all right? And it's like a triangle, right? So we're pointed out here, so you're just going to cross your right over your left and more in front, so step down on that right. Then you're going to step back, just step down on that left. Now you're going to step to the right, stepping an 8th turn, and then you're going to step together with your left, right? So it's cross, back, step an 8th, step together. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Weight will be on your left foot and you will be facing about 130. Okay? So from the top, those 8 counts, weights on your left foot are cross, point, jazz, cross, back, 8th, step together. All right? When you're just learning, when you step together like that, if you raise that right heel, all right, you're forcing your weight to that left foot so that you know you're going to be using that right foot next, all right? So from the top, weights on your left foot. So it's cross, point, jazz box, cross, back, 8th, step together. Weights on your left foot facing 130. With counts. Weights on your left foot. Ready, begin. Cross 1.2, cross 3.4, jazz 5, 6, 8, 7, 8. Okay. One more time with counts. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? From the top, ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th turn, and step together. One more time. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, with an 8th turn and step. You are going to repeat those 8 counts identically, all right? You are facing 130. So you're going to cross, step more in front and point, step forward and point. Now you're going to do a jazz box with an 8th turn to the right. Cross, back, step an 8, step together. You will now be facing 3 o'clock and weight is on your left foot. So in total, you've done a quarter turn, right? So those last 8 counts, all right? You just finished a jazz box, so weight's on your left foot. So you're repeating those first 8 counts. Step, cross, point, jazz, box, step, step together. With counts, right? It is 1, 2, 3, is on your left foot from the very top. Ready? Begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, step 8, step together. Cross, point, jazz, box, step an 8, step together. Again, from the top, ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, turn. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, turn. Weights on your left foot facing 3 o'clock. One more time. Ready, begin. Cross, point, back, step together. Cross, point, back, 8 together. Weight is on your left foot. One more time and then I'm going to add on. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, step together. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, step together. You're now going to do 2 step touches to the side. Step to the right on your right foot and touch your left next to your right. Step to your left and touch your right next to your left. Now you're going to do a vine to the right with a quarter turn. So step to the right, step behind, step a quarter turn to the right, and touch your left next to your right. You should be facing 6 o'clock with weight on your right foot. Right? So those last 8 counts, you've just finished that jazz box. So it's going to be step, touch, vine, quarter, right, touch. Again, with counts. We've just finished that second jazz box. So it's step, touch. So 1, touch 2, 3, touch 4, vine 5, 6, quarter 7, touch 8. Weight is on your right foot. Let's put that whole thing together. Weight is on your left foot, starting with your cross points. Ready? Begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, step together. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, step together. Right, touch, left, touch, vine, quarter, right, touch. Should be facing 6 o'clock. Let's do that all with counts. Weights on your left foot. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, jazz 5, 6, 7, step 8. 1.2, 3, 4, jazz 5, 6, 7, step 8. 1, touch 2, 3, touch 4, vine 5, 6, quarter 7, touch 8. We're now going to do a vine to the left. All right, just a simple vine, no turns. Your turns are finished. This is your new wall. So it's step to the left, step your right behind your left, step your left to the left. Now you're going to brush, and you're going to, instead of brushing straight forward, brush towards that left diagonal, okay? You're brushing across that left foot. And the reason for that is your next step is cross point. So that brush should take you to step in front of that left foot. So those last 8 counts, I'll turn and show you on the front wall. All right, it's just a vine to the left, side, behind, side, and a little brush, and then you can step down, point, cross point, starts the dance again. All right, so we're doing that on the back wall. Weights on your right foot, and you're touching with your left, vine to the left, side, behind, side, brush across, step, point, step, point. All right, starts the dance again. Let's put that whole thing together. That is the whole dance. From the top, ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8, step together. Cross, point, jazz, box, eighth step together. Right touch, left touch, bind, quarter, right touch, side touch, bind to the left, brush, step, point, starts the dance again. Okay, let's do that again. Do it with counts this time. Ready, cross point. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8. Step, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, quarter, 7, touch, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, brush, 8, cross, point, jazz, box, 8th turn, and step. Do that front wall one more time. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Side touch, bind, quarter, right touch, side touch, bind to the left, brush, cross, point, starts the dance again. Okay. Let's do it once with counts and then we'll tackle the back wall. Ready, begin. Cross point, 1.2, 3.4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8, 1.2, 3.4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8, side touch, 1, touch, 2, 3, touch, 4, bind, 5, 6, quarter, 7, touch, 8, side touch, 1, 2, 3, 4, bind, 5, 6, 7, brush, cross, point, starts the dance again. Okay, let's do the back wall. Weight is on your left foot, starting with the cross points. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, step an 8th step together. Cross, point, jazz, box, step an 8th step together. All right, so that jazz box is 4 steps. There's no touches on that jazz box. Let's do that again. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Point, jazz, box, 8th step. You should be facing 9 o'clock and weights on your left foot. Let's do that one more time on the back wall. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Step to the right, touch your left. Step to the left, touch your right. Now bind with a quarter turn to the right. Side, behind, quarter turn and touch. And a bind to the side touch, and a bind to the left. Side, behind, side, brush across, step, point, starts the dance again. Okay. Let's do that back wall again. Ready, begin. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step. Side touch, bind, quarter, right touch, side touch, bind to the left, brush, cross, point, starts the dance again. Do that back wall one more time. Do it with counts this time. Cross point, ready, begin. 1.2, 3.4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8. 1.2, 3.4, jazz, 5, 6, 7, step, 8. Side touch, 1, 2, 3, 4, bind, 5, 6, quarter, 7, touch, 8. 1, touch, 2, 3, touch, 4, bind, 5, 6, 7, 8, cross, point, jazz, box, 8th step, starts the dance again. Okay, let's try 2 walls without stopping. pick up the speed just a little bit. Weights on your left foot. Ready, begin. Cross point, jazz box, quarters, 8th step. Cross point, jazz box, quarter step. Side touch, bind quarter right touch, side touch, bind to the left brush. Cross point, jazz box, 8th step. Cross point, jazz box, 8th step. Side touch, bind quarter right touch, side touch, bind to the left brush. Cross point, jazz box, 8th step, starts the dance again. Okay, let's give it a try to music. Okay, this dance has a 32 count intro. Weight is on your left foot, starts with a cross point. 6, 7, 8, cross point, jazz. Point, jazz. Left touch. Bind quarter right. Side touch. Bind with the brush. Start again. Cross point, jazz.
Adesso ti ho trovata, sei tu la mia cioccolata, dolce come la Nutella, luce di una grande stella. Tu mi piaci veramente, non solo fisicamente, te lo giuro ma nel cuore, ti darò soltanto amore. Un amore italiano, voglio dirti che ti amo, veramente così chiaro. È un amore, italiano, voglio dirti che ti amo, veramente così chiaro. Un amore italiano. Il canto per me ti affligge, von allen Kriegen, wenn ich dir die Liebe gebe, eine Liebe für dein Leben. Un amore italiano, voglio dirti che ti amo, veramente così chiaro. È un amore, italiano. È un amore italiano.
And take your bow. Nice job, guys. Well done.